This is a Google Pixel 3 XL that is not powering on. So let's see how we can solve this problem by finding the component causing the dead boot in the mobile phone. So that's the VBAT points right there, and we will have to test using our multimeter to see if there is any short in the VBAT circuit. So I set my multimeter to continuity test mode. As you can see, place the red probe, perform a cold testing. So as you can see, that's 386. That's not a bad reading for the VBAT, but that doesn't mean that everything is okay. So I'm just making sure that the primary section of the mobile phone is okay. So even so, I had to connect it to my DC power supply, and that's what I'm doing. So in case you want my professional level course, you can get it from the link in my bio or video description with a 25% discount. So as you can see, there is a short after connecting it to my DC power supply. Even though the VBAT is not shorting, shows that there is an inner short. So using my STEC schematic, I knew where the VBAT line is going to and where the VPH is. So this is the charging IC circuit, and I had to locate that circuit because it's normally the one causing the short in standby. So I had to cut out because it's near the CPU right there. So I just cut it from this end and also cut it from another end. And yeah, I had to remove this just from the charging IC section. Then we see what we're gonna do here, see if we can detect the component that is bad, either it's a capacitor or whatever. So like I said, if you want my professional level course, which you can get it with a 25% discount, if in case you missed my new year discount by then you can get it right now. So as you can see, these capacitors right here are shorting. They are actually shorting, which means that the problem is from this area, maybe a bad capacitor or something. So I had to use my short spray, which is rosin flux. So I had to inject voltage in the battery connector. As you can see, the charging IC is heating up. So in this case, it's a charging IC that has a short and needs to be replaced. So I did not inject the voltage maybe in a component. I inject the voltage directly from the VBAT. So I will definitely need a different IC to replace, but for now I don't have the IC, and I don't even know if the customer is ready to pay for the replacement yet. So yeah, I just wanted to show you like how you can troubleshoot to get to know which component is bad. As you can see what I did right here. So if you want my course, like I said, you can send me a message on WhatsApp or purchase the course from my bio if in case you are watching this on TikTok, or my video description if in case you are watching this on YouTube. You can get the course right now with a 25% discount. If in case you missed the 58% discount,